Hey, what's up guys? Aaron here. So in this video talking about Celsius and all the updates. If you're wondering where I am talking to you from my van. So I purchased this van about August of 2022 and I lived in it full time for many, many months. And now I live in it, or I live in and out of it just here and there. And that's where I'm recording this from. There is a little bed behind me, and yeah, it's a pretty cool little van. So I'm going to talk about a couple things, including what you need to do on your phone. So a lot of people are getting notifications about basically putting in different addresses, or the app is shutting down, and people are concerned about like, what do I need to do? I'm going to talk about that at the end of this video. But I'm going to talk about new things regarding retail clawbacks. Also, like, what if Coinbase and PayPal does not work in your country? There are new updates with that. Also, can Coinbase wallet work? Yes or no? And then there is a brand new company right now called Ionic Digital. So no longer is it Nuco, no longer is it Mining Co. Now there is a brand new company with a new CEO, and they released this massive document on the docket, which I did go through. It's like 300 and some odd pages, and I'll let you know what things stood out to me. But I will say that if you're just watching this video for the three things that most people want to know, which is when can I withdraw from Coinbase and or PayPal Venmo? How much am I going to get back? And when am I going to get my stock? Most people just care about that. As of this video, which I'm recording this 2 a.m. on Sunday, we still do not know the answers to those questions. So I will let you know later in the video for that. But before I go on to this video any longer, I want you guys to enter your name and email on this website. So this is just my Celsius Updates email list that I spent a lot of time spending a lot of money to design this, because man, does this look professional or what? I'm just kidding. This is really, really horrible quality, but this will allow you to get on my email list, and I'm not spamming you. I'm literally emailing you when there's a new update for Celsius, when I upload a new video, just so you guys see it, and when we are able to withdraw, and when we are able to take money off of Coinbase or PayPal Venmo and get our stock. I will let you know through the updates on this email list. So just enter your name and email, and then you can click get on the list. So I want to take a quick pause, talk about the sponsor of my video, which is Aura. Now, I have been using Aura basically every single day for 2023, and I have it on my phone 24/7. They have a whole suite of products that really help me feel safer online, from financial fraud protection, identity theft protection, a privacy assistant, parental controls, cyberbullying protection, a vault, spam call protection, VPN antivirus, and even a password manager. So this is the Aura app on my phone. It looks at your credit, all the information you put in to protect, and it also helps keep your information off of the dark web and data brokers' websites. So being involved in the Celsius bankruptcy, we have had our information leaked. We are getting fraud emails all the time, and I see Aura just as something that works in the background to help keep my online identity more secure and more safe. So they are offering you guys a 14-day free trial if you want to check it out for yourself. I would highly recommend giving it a try. Again, I use it every single day. I keep it on all the time, and I have no plans on stopping. So you can go to aura.com/Aaron Bennett, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. All right, guys, now let's get back to the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go through very quickly this 317-page document. Not every single page, that would be ridiculous, and most of it is stuff that really nobody cares about. It has to do with this new company, which is called Ionic Digital. This is the new company, and the ex-COO of Hut 8, which was another Bitcoin mining company, his name is Matt Prusak. He is now going to be the CEO of Ionic Digital, which is going to be the name of this new company. So that's kind of big news. All of a sudden, there is this brand new company, as you can see here. Celsius becomes Ionic Digital. I saw this, I think, like, I don't know, last night, and I was like, what? What's happening? What's Ionic Digital? And I think a lot of people were very confused, being like, hold up, what? Hold up, like, what is this? What is this new logo? What's happening here? You know, most people are just tired of this. They don't want a new company anyway, but we are going to get a new company for the mining. So I'll touch on a little bit more about this new company, including the Form 10 registration that they submitted, and also an announcement with Hut 8 a little bit later in this video. First, though, I want to go over a couple screenshots I made that stood out to me from this 317-page document. So one of the biggest changes, or the two biggest changes, are that every time it said Nuco before, it now says Ionic Digital. And every time it said Fahrenheit, It now says US Data Management Group, or US Bitcoin. So this was interesting. These are basically some of the lawsuits that Celsius has against different defendants. But there's this new one here against Do Kwon, who was the founder, I guess, of Terra Luna, and that led to, or that was a big piece of the puzzle that collapsed Celsius, which then led to all sorts of different collapses. And here again, you can see that they are charging, or they are, I guess, suing Terraform Labs for negligence, fraud, and market manipulation. So these are the two new lawsuits. So there's a whole bunch of information in this document talking about stock and how much stock Ionic Digital is buying. Here they say they are buying around $6.3 million of stock, but apparently the previous plan agreement, this was around $33 million. At this point, I don't really care about this stuff. I am so over this stuff, guys, but I am doing this video because I do want to know what's going on, and I want to share just what I think is important with you guys. So they talk about the lockup period for the stock that Ionic is buying. Basically, there is a 2-year lockup, but there is kind of like an unlock period that starts after 1 year. It got very, very confusing. Here I found interesting. This is a list of released employees. Now, these are people that basically can't be sued. Now, a lot of these people have been employees of Celsius throughout this entire time. A lot of these people you will recognize if you've been following this case for a while. We have Tal, who is in charge of the loans. She is being released. We have people like Oren Blonstein that stood out to me. We have Tranchetta, who I believe was the head of HR. So basically, they are saying that these people will not be sued by, I think this means Celsius, and that leads me to this exculpation provision, basically adding that Coinbase Custody, PayPal, and all of these companies that will be distribution agents, everybody involved in these companies will be a part of this exculpation provision. And just taking a look at ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is smarter than me, basically an exculpation provision says it protects certain parties, such as the debtor, committee members, etc., from lawsuits or legal claims related to their actions during the bankruptcy proceedings. So this is nothing new. We basically released all of the professionals, including all the lawyers, including everybody that worked on this case. But now basically they are adding Coinbase and PayPal and all of the distribution agents to this list. None of this is surprising to me. Basically, this is just winding up what's happening in bankruptcy. I can't imagine that Coinbase or PayPal is going to massively screw up and then we'll have like no recourse. I don't think that's going to happen at all. So in this massive document, they have a lot of talk about the mining goals, which I am not going to go through. Super, super boring. In my opinion, really, really boring. I know a lot of people really geek out about all the mining stuff. That's not me. And before I get to the Form 10 and also this official announcement by Hut8, also talking about the app on your phone and what to do there, I first want to talk about a couple updates from this Celsius FAQ on their Medium, which I will link in the description. So the first one is, how will withdraw preference exposure or clawbacks be resolved if I do not participate in the account holder avoidance action settlement? So this is actually new information for those of you guys that have a clawback. Basically, the litigation administrator will oversee the resolution and settlement of these withdrawal preference exposures. The litigation administrator will be able to enter into settlements that it believes are appropriate, which may include setting off a creditor's distribution against any agreed upon settlement. Agreed upon is the key word here. So this is again people that have to pay back 27.5% in order to get the rest of your money off of Earn. If you are unable to reach a resolution with the litigation administrator, this administrator may initiate the ADR or alternative dispute resolution. Although the litigation administrator will not begin resolving these clawbacks until after the effective date, which again until now is still not known, the litigation administrator may be contacted at this email address. So if this applies to you, like if you have clawback exposure and you don't want to pay the 27.5% and you're not involved in any existing group of people that are working together with a lawyer, then you could email them, I guess. This is not legal advice, but it seems like you could reach out to them individually if you want to now. They also talk about corporate accounts, which I covered before. If that applies to you, you can read that. Also, how to change your email address and changing your date of birth. But here, this one's important. Can creditors receive their distributions through a Coinbase wallet? Some creditors are suspended from Coinbase, but retain a functional Coinbase wallet. They say that Coinbase distributions will take place through the customer Coinbase exchange accounts and cannot be routed to Coinbase self-hosted wallets. So what they're saying is that this little icon, if you have this Coinbase wallet, this will not work. You have to have the other Coinbase app on your phone, which is the one that requires you to basically have a KYC and give your information to them. This self-custody wallet will not work for distributions. And just to remind you guys, we will have 1 year to withdraw our crypto from Coinbase and also withdraw our crypto from PayPal or Venmo. So the reason I want to drive this home is that you may not get your address or date of birth or get your driver's license or get everything set up for a while, but that's okay. We literally have a year and the year hasn't even started yet. So there is going to be a lot of time for you to work with customer support to get your app up to date, to get your email up to date so they can verify your identity. You don't need to stress out about this. I think there's been a lot of stress for good reason, but you don't need to stress out about this. They're giving us an entire year. And this is a new one too. Will creditors who are banned from PayPal or Venmo be notified that Celsius is aware that they have been banned from PayPal or Venmo, and will they receive their distribution through Coinbase, and will Coinbase reach out to them? It says that Celsius may receive notification from the assigned distribution partner that a creditor is banned. So this applies to a lot of you guys that have reached out to me saying that PayPal banned me, Venmo banned me, Coinbase banned me, whatever, you got banned. If Celsius receives such a notification that you were banned, Celsius will allocate another distribution partner to them, meaning yourself, and communication will be sent to the creditor. An alternative distribution partner will not reach out to the creditor directly. So if that applies to you, I think this should relieve a lot of your stress. If you are banned from the distribution partner that applies to you in your country and another distribution partner, let's say you're banned from PayPal, but Coinbase works, they will supposedly get that information, and then Celsius will reach out to you and be like, hey, you are actually going to go with this other distribution partner. So you don't need to worry about that. So in just a moment, I will show you the Celsius app and let you know what's going on with that. There was an official announcement from Hut 8 saying that the CCO, Matt Prusak, is leaving Hut 8 as part of planned transition to Celsius Bitcoin mining company. Prusak will depart January 31st to assume role as CEO of new Bitcoin mining company, to which Hut 8 will provide end-to-end managed services in connection with Celsius Network LLC bankruptcy proceedings. And here is the Form 10 for Ionic Digital, the new company. And a Form 10 is one of the ways a company can become a public reporting company, and is also important, I believe, to be listed on any stock exchange. So there is an incredibly long overview talking about literally everything about this company. They go through all the financials and you can totally geek out on this. And this has to do with the stock. So this whole Ionic company, this again has to do with when we receive equity. And there's a lot of talk about the valuation of the equity, how they're valuing the miners. Are they valuing the equity too high? Are they valuing it in a way that's going to make us lose money when we sell? All sorts of stuff like that, which I'm not going to talk about in this video because it gets very, very confusing. I am going to be talking to tax professionals, CPAs that specialize in crypto bankruptcies. That will be over the next couple weeks because that is incredibly important. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be covering everything regarding taxes. So I want to talk about what's happening on the app right now. A lot of people are very, very confused. So this is my app. When you log in, you're getting a whole host of different types of warnings and things like that. So the first one is just saying, yes, we are in bankruptcy. I'm going to click continue. Now it says collecting your distribution. So right now, there's obviously nothing you need to do to really do anything. If you've been following these videos, you know exactly what's happening. You can click continue. The app is shutting down soon. Cool. We know that. On February 28th, the app will no longer be available. Eligible custody account holders who have coins available to withdraw are asked to withdraw their coins. If you have custody coins and you have not taken them off the app, you may have been sleeping for a couple months, but you definitely want to withdraw them off the app. Those are the only people who can remove coins off the app, are those with custody, and it'll literally tell you if you can remove them. If you are earning yield every week, it means you had your coins in earn, which is what most people had them, and you can't take anything off the app yet. Next, update your personal info. I've been talking about this a lot. You can update it with Coinbase and PayPal. If you want to update it with Celsius as well, I'll include the FAQ where you can email them and update your personal info. And here's the one that people got very confused about, and this doesn't even apply to me, so I don't know why people are getting this. You have coins available to withdraw. So people are like, what? I do? No, you don't. You don't have any coins available to withdraw. My Celsius account has no coins in custody. 0. I hate it that they have this come up because it is so confusing, and then people will get scammed with some phishing attempt because they think that they can get their coins off. You can't. Unless you have custody, which you've been able to withdraw your coins for like months now, you cannot withdraw your coins. And here, even more confusing, withdrawal addresses must be verified. To keep your funds secure, a 24-hour verification period applies when adding or changing external wallet addresses. If I click that link, it takes me right here, and these are my whitelisted addresses. Now, from everything I've read, you do not need to whitelist an Ethereum or a Bitcoin or all the coins that you have on your app. You're not going to be sending them from Celsius to Coinbase, or you're not going to be sending them from Celsius to then PayPal. It's going to be linked with your identification, your ID, your email address, right? So to be honest, I am very confused and a little annoyed that they are asking people to whitelist an address, because I don't think that's how it's going to work. But if you did get that page, and it takes you to a page like this where it says action needed and it wants an address for all of your coins, you can do it. Like, you can add a whitelisted address. Basically, you can use your address from Coinbase or PayPal or whatever. You can use a freaking hardware wallet address. I really don't think it matters, but if you want to, you can. I just don't think it's important. Nothing that Celsius has said says that you need to update your crypto addresses. So very confusing that they did this, but feel free if you want to. Now, there are 2 things that I do suggest you do if you have not already. You do want to export your transaction history as a CSV file. So you will open the app, tap on account balance, and then you will find the button that says send CSV to email. You will confirm this, and then soon you'll get an email, and then that email will have a download button. You definitely do want to do this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That is it for the video. Make sure to check out Aura for a 14-day free trial. You can use my link below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And also make sure to sign up with my email list. I will email you when there is something critical that you need to do, like getting your money out or doing something with the stock or equity or anything that you need to do. I will do my best to email you. Thanks for watching. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.